All right, bang bang. What's going, guys? To an exciting edition main event, Talkin Hands. So I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts. We'll break down this weekend's main event action. So we have a double main event, pretty much. Bam Rodriguez returning against Pedro Guevara, and the return of Boots Ennis in a rematch against Karen Chukhadzhian. Uh, as always, before getting into the fights for this week, we love to recap the fights that were. Had a nice I want to say a smooth and easy winner, but it was a winner last week. Shockey Foster got his get back with a decision victory against Hobson Conceição. Goes to split decision. Looked like he gave up some of the early rounds, fought back in the middle. I think he won the last two pretty convincingly to earn the decision. And obviously, not saying anything's rigged or fixed, but they want him to win the fight after getting robbed the first fight. So that was kind of baked into the line, I felt, as well. Good win by Foster and a much better fight as well, which is crazy because Conceição had a much better argument for this fight than the first fight, and he doesn't get it done, but Foster gets the victory. Denny, what are your thoughts on Foster's performance? Would you like to see the rematch? That's what Conceição wants. I don't think we're going to see it with him, but Danny, let you go. What do you think about this one?
He did better. He stepped on the gas earlier. Pressuring, Foster was walking him down and stuff like that. Patient, not nothing reckless. So he did. It looked way better in the first fight. I have to put it that way.
Yeah,
Just like looking at the fight, he walked him down, picking his shots. Made him clinch up a little bit here and there, but I was okay. I mean, I didn't think it was a split. I thought he pretty. I don't want to say like clear. Like it was a close fight, but I thought he won by like 3 rounds. So when I heard split, I'm like, bro, are they gonna screw him again? I'm like, it would be like that because I was on Conceição the first fight, and I'm like, they would get me on this one since I'm on Foster decision. Um, so I mean, I thought he won, by 3 rounds, better performance,
yeah,
nothing like too crazy, because Cesar just want that type of guy is like it's hard to look really really good against. Like he's a Olympian good guy that's been fighting a lot of good competition. But yeah, Foster needed this. I don't want to see another one, a third fight.
yeah. I think that was more Conceição hoping to get a decent
Yeah.
payday.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely don't want to see it again.
yeah, I agree. I think Foster should move on from this and fight. I can't remember who they're saying they want him to fight now. It's not on the top of my head. I'm sure there's definitely plenty of matchups there at
Yeah,
130.
I forget. They mentioned somebody. I don't remember now.
Yeah. Well, it's going to obviously be another top rank type card because he's not doing the Saudi guys. So, and really, that's what kind of sucks is they're losing all their guys. So, whoever he fights, oh, the winner of Navarrete Valdez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
And
that's
that's
in
coming up in December, right?
yeah next month. Yeah, that's next month. So yeah, that makes total sense. And yeah, that'll be a big main event for Top Rank when that fight happens. So yeah, good fight for Foster. I agree. I thought he won. But Conceição did perform better in my eyes, but rightful decision victory there for Shockey Foster. Okay, all that being said, we're going to get move right on to this weekend's main event action. We're going to start with, I believe it's the co-main event because Boots is going to be at home in Philly this week. So Bam Rodriguez is going to take on Pedro Guevara. Current odds at FanDuel. We use FanDuel for our all our odds currently now. Have Bam Rodriguez as a minus 1,800 favorite, Guevara plus 1,000. Bam by KO minus 300, Guevara by KO plus 1,400, Bam decision plus 340, Guevara decision plus 3,000. If you guys need a book, sign up to the link down below. FanDuel, bet $5, and if you win your bet, you get $150 in free bonus bets. Use the link in the description below. Danny, what do you think this? I think this is more of a tune-up here for Bam, or can Guevara pull off the upset? Like, I assume he was the underdog his last fight against Maloney. I just watched that fight today or rewatched it. I assume he was the dog in that fight. What do you think here? You think he can pull it off again, or will Bam be too much?
Shout out to Guevara because he catch me that underdog shot on Maloney, man. And Maloney, was crying like a baby after that fight. Thought he got robbed. Where I'm like, what? You clearly, I didn't even think it was a split decision, and a lot of the commentary said the same thing. Um, but yeah, that was a good performance by Guerrera. He showed his grit in that fight. Mexican guy's been in there with some decent fighters. Obviously, with Maloney too. Never been knocked out. And but I mean, he's fighting a guy here in Jesse Ben Rodriguez that we've been following forever. His come up, and he's just, you name him, and he's just taking names and taking them down. He's had like one bad performance, the one that he broke his jaw or whatever, and things like that, and a tricky young fighter too that was linky and had good pop and was a tough guy too. But I got Bam Rodriguez here all day, man. I mean, if you've been tuning into the show, I want like do an extended breakdown for this fight. But Bam Rodriguez with the angles and the pivots, and the dude's a true boxer, man. He could switch it up, power in both hands. Just the angles and the pivots are so. I'm in love with that, bro. The way he does it too is just like so crazy. The way he did Estrada his last fight when he finished Estrada like that.
Yeah.
That he pivots and hits him right in the body and drops him. It was so slick, man. It was so slick. The kid is so sharp. But one thing I like to do, when you bet on sometimes when you bet on these fights, you bet on both fighters, right? Guerrero is one tough SOB, man. I haven't really seen anybody really hurt him all like that. I think we're kind of due for Bam to go extended here. I'm gonna take a shot. I'm not even gonna go over under. I'm going decision. I love the number. It's plus on FanDuel's plus 340.
Yep.
I love that number. I think this, obviously this is kind of the highest. Like you just knocked out Estrada, bro. Like that's like the top of the top, and now I feel like it's a kind of bait. Like it's at minus 300 for the KO. I feel like that's kind of like I don't want to say trap because obviously it's minus 300, but it's still good. A good line that people parlay that. It's not that bad. It's like 300. You could parlay that with a bunch of stuff. I think he might drop him. It might be a little sweaty, but I think Guerrero's pretty tough, man, and he's in there to. The thing with him, he could do both. He's not like a true Mexican boxer. He could box from the outside, use his jab, move around, and fight on the inside. So he could switch it up too. He's not like one dimensional. That's what I like about him. So I'm gonna take a shot and bet Bam Rodriguez by decision plus 340. I like that spot.
Yeah, I guess I could see it. The only issue I was having when I watched the Maloney fight was Guevara wasn't really moving much. Wasn't really moving his head, and Maloney isn't a super powerful boxer puncher at all. I think he's going to be hurt. I don't want to say hurt. I could almost see like the ref stoppage type thing where he gets hit and then the refs saying like, defend yourself. They just put his gloves up and then Bam just kind of unloads on him like he did against Sir Robinson, the guy.
Oh yeah,
the Asian
his
guy.
nickname?
Yeah, I can't. The Asian guy.
Yeah,
but he pretty much had him against the ropes, teed off on him. They've stopped the fight. So what I like here, it is actually plus money, which is kind of, I'm not saying it's like our favorite bet usually with them, but 7-12. Yeah. I feel like Bam kind of usually starts not like super slow, but takes him a couple rounds to get into it. Speed advantage is there. Power advantage is there. Coaches already want him to move up again in weight, which I think after this fight, he'll fight Chocolatito. I do think he's going to get Chocolatito out of there and then move up in weight. I think for his frame, he can put the weight on. I think he'll be solid. And, yeah, I like Bam 7-12. Current odds, FanDuel plus 105, I see. I like that actually quite a bit. Even more so than the next fight, which we're going to talk about. I like Bam here, late stoppage, or you can do both. Then, if you get the decision, you're getting plus money too. But, I almost think I feel like we've seen Bam in other fights where his line is even wider than this, and I think it's going to be a pretty big skill discrepancy in this fight. So uh, I'm going to take Bam 7-12. I didn't love what I saw out of Guevara in the Maloney fight, but we'll see. Maybe Bam's due for an off night. So far, he's like you said, the only off night he had, I think, was against. He was at home too in San
Yeah,
Antonio
I forget
against
his name.
Christian Hernandez, I think
Yeah,
it
something
was.
like that. I know it was Christian. I remember
Yeah,
his last name.
yeah, because I remember he was at home. I was like, oh, he's gonna for sure knock him out. Then you saw, yeah, his jaw. You could visibly see he was like
Yeah,
fucked, basically.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're done. So uh, unless that happens again, uh, he's just been showing more and more skill after skill, week after week. So give me Bam 7-12. Moving on, the main event, hometown fight, rematch. I don't know why this fight is happening. I really could not tell you at all because
I said the
I thought
same
the
thing.
first fight sucked. I'm pretty sure we covered the first fight, and Boots won a decision. So this fight, we have Boots Ennis rematching Karen. I want to say Chukhadzhian is the last name. This is a rematch. They fought January 2023, so last year, pretty much almost 2 years to the date. Boots Ennis won a very clear, easy decision. Current odds for this fight are out of control. Boots is a minus 5,000 favorite. Uh, Karen is plus 1,600. Boots by KO minus 750. Boots by decision plus 600. Uh, Karen KO 3,000. Karen decision plus 5,000. Danny, you gonna take the shot with Boots by decision again and get some plus 600 in your life?
Hell no. Shout out to Mario Barrios 420. Let's go. Hey, your fight's coming up, bro. Good luck.
Next week, Abel
Yeah,
Ramos. Yeah.
I got to tune into some tape study. Shout out to you because you cashed me that big underdog bet against Ugas. So, yeah, you deserve blunt. So, but yeah, my guy Ennis, man, I've been preaching about this kid for the longest. Like, obviously, I'm from Philly too. But I've been watching him forever, man, and he's finally getting the shine. But yeah, I agree. I don't know why they find again. That wasn't even that long ago either. That was coming up in 2 years. In January, it'll be 2 years since they
Yep.
fought. He won by unanimous decision. But I'll be honest though, Ennis is not gonna lose to a Karen, bro. Like he ain't losing to no Karen in Philly, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Like he's got that dumb style that he was there to survive, bro. Like he was there to survive and kind of didn't make him look bad. It's just he didn't get the TKO or knockout. You know what I mean? And Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was kind of mad at him about, he didn't. He was like over trying to knock him out. Like he wasn't like setting up his big shots with his jab, cutting off
Yep.
the ring the way he should be, and working the body. He like did not work the body in that first fight at all. And that's the first thing you gotta do with movers like that. Like if you know this guy can move and move around, and you notice that he doesn't like your power and he's trying to survive, you gotta attack the body. All that being said, he clearly knows that now. I think from he's learned from his mistake. He's back home again. He wants to put on a show for the crowd and his guys in Philly again. And minus 750. I mean, Jesus Christ, they know this. Like the first fight went to decision, and the KO's minus 750. Come on, man. What are they telling you? And these props are kind of tough. Like for me, I'm edging round 5 to 8 at plus 110 on FanDuel.
Yep.
That's my spot. I'm not even gonna. I think it's right in the middle, bro. I'm so torn on 7-12 or 1-6 that I really like 5-8 because a lot of his fights, his knockouts are around that range. He's got a couple that are a little bit later, like Villa. When he fought Robin Rither in Philly, he knocked him out later in the second half. But
Yeah, but that guy took some
he
punches.
took a beating,
Yeah,
bro.
that
Like
was.
they could have stopped it easier. Like
Yeah, he looked like he
easy.
was like losing years off his life.
It
in
was
that
bad.
fight.
Well, yeah, because he lost his next fight, and I cashed the underdog bet on a Mexican that I was looking up. I'm like, oh my god, he looks good. He was like
Yeah.
plus 450, and that's why I looked at too. When a fighter gets broken down like that that chin is not the same usually, or like he took an ass whooping. Like shout out to Big Show. Yeah, shout out to Big Show in the chat. Yeah, so I like round 5 to 8. I think he learns from his mistakes. Starts a little quicker, cuts off the ring, starts working the body, and breaks him down mid fight. I think he's gonna be round 5 to 8, probably like round 7 if I had to guess the round. But yeah, I think Ennis gets the knockout for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, shout Big Show in the chat. I was going to do 5 to 8, but because kind of what you were saying with the odds, I'm going to do 1 to 4 plus 210.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it could be a very quick night, a big show out. Get him out of there, clean his clock, and get out of town. Because he hurt him. I rewatched the first fight. It was fairly early. It was either round 3 or 4. He actually hurt him.
4.
Like he hurt him. It looked
it
like
was around there.
Yeah, it looked like pretty bad. And then the guy was just on his bicycle the whole time, and he was just swinging like punches. Yeah. I'm like, God.
Dude, that's why I was so mad at Boots. I'm like, because he's way better. Like he was trying too hard. Like that's easy. If you're more patient, just counter, just pressure, counter, and work the body. That's it. Yeah. That's all he's got to do. And it could be a quick night. I agree. So we'll see.
Yeah, because I would assume people would want to take the decision, probably like, plus 600. This went to decision already. Nah, I think it'll be a rude awakening. Shout to Dadfather in the chat. What's going on, Dadfather? Yeah, I'm gonna go 1 to 4. I think it's gonna be a quick night. Like I said, back home, hometown fight. I think both guys want statement victories. They're both for sure top 10. I think pound for pound in pretty much everyone's rankings. And they'll get out of there. Get a big fight. Hopefully next. We know Chocolatito for Bam, and who knows who's next for Boots.
That's for sure. Yeah, Boots been screaming for Terrence Crawford, but I'm not gonna say he's ducking him. I'm just gonna say that Crawford's kind of he's looking for a bigger fight. I think he feels like it's kind of like a lose in a way. But I don't care what he says. Like, that's a big-ass fight, bro. Like, Boots is good enough maybe earlier in his career. Now he's big enough a star that you can make a huge fight with him.
Yeah, no, I mean, Crawford thinks he's going to fucking fight Canelo still, I think. He's in fairyland.
So we'll see. He don't want to fight Boots, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll make that fight. But, man, who knows? Because that division's tough because there's not a whole lot at welter right now. So I'm just trying to think who else could he fight.
I'm trying to think. I don't know who else though. I mean, it's whoever else after this is gonna be better than this fight because I mean he's not a bum, but like he's not on his level at all.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Welterweight, let's see who we got. I mean, Barrios is out there. I don't think he'll fight Barrios. Brian Norman Jr., he's too young.
Remember they were talking about it for a while?
Yeah.
And then they went, separate ways or whatever. But he pulled out his fight coming up too.
Norman, yeah, he was supposed to fight. Yeah. And yeah, he's not fighting either. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. To be honest, who I think Crawford wants is Fondora. I think that's the fight he wants.
I want to, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fight I think he would win, and he'd probably get the knockout.
Because he knows Style is like he's gonna murder him with those counters, bro. Like,
yeah, so that's what I think.
I think he moves up,
fight, but yeah,
Boots could probably move. He's a big dude for 147, bro. Like,
oh yeah. No, he should fight at 154 sooner than later. And then you got some matchups.
So I don't know after this fight, but it's going to be soon. It's definitely going to be soon.
Yeah, because this is definitely a classic stay busy fight. That's why I'm going to take 1-4 plus 210 at FanDuel. That's what I like here. I prefer the BAM fight, which we'll get to with the best bet. All that being said, we can move on. Is there any news out there? Any boxing news for this week? The only thing I saw, which was crazy talk, because even I don't like Tank, but Timothy Bradley really doesn't
Bro,
like Tank Davis.
I feel like it's gotten way worse lately. I don't know why.
I think Tim Bradley sucks. Like when he commentates, like
He-
I think he's like
He
off.
knows his stuff. It's just he lets his biasy and fandom and stuff sometimes get in the way.
Yeah, because he called Tank Davis a 30-year-old prospect.
Like dude, come on now. You supposedly know about boxing? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
You're just being a hater. Like,
yeah. Well, Shane, I don't like Tank either, but I gave Tank his respect like 2 years ago. Like I got.
You don't have to like him. Just be
Yeah.
real though. Like, there's a ton of fighters I don't like that. I could tell you like, oh, he's got skills though. I'll tell you that. I can't stand him, but
Yeah.
dude's legit.
Yeah, that was basically like all I saw, and then like I said, Boots. I know he wants to move up. Queensberry signed a deal with DAZN, which isn't like huge news because those are pretty much exclusive like British cards anyways, where best guys out there like Chris Eubanks and Connor Benn. So
I'm looking at the Michael Benson's Twitter. Yesterday, I think it was, he said Hamza Shiraz next fight will be for a world title. On the same card, Daniel Dubois returns on February 22nd. Yeah, so I don't see an opponent. He said though he did not confirm whether or not this will be for versus Janovic.
Oh, really?
Or another
Wow.
champion. So it's not confirmed.
Yeah, that would be a big fight.
That would be huge.
That'd be a big fight. Yeah.
That'd
be a tough fight too.
He's gonna fuck him up. Cause like what I saw, even though he got a knockout in the last fight, Janovic has I didn't think he really had like his inside game wasn't that great, but going from that, there's no fighter out there that really exposed him like that. Once he changed his game plan to his opponent in the last fight, bro, he has no inside game. And Shiraz, even though he's tall and lanky too, he likes to fight on the inside. He's gonna fuck him up. It's bad.
Yeah, no, I think Shiraz is one of the top guys in that division for sure. Like I thought he was fantastic his last fight. No Tyler Hero here, Mills. No Tyler Hero. We don't like Tyler Hero here. Don't like Tyler Hero here. Yeah, I think Shiraz is the top guy there. What he did his last fight, he killed the guy in like 2 rounds.
Oh yeah, bro, it was Denny though. Denny has nobody.
Yeah.
He literally has one knockout, and that was a stoppage. Like, not even that wasn't even a knockout. It was just a stoppage from I think it was a cut or something. He has no power. That was just yeah. That was like, and the crazy. You know what the crazy thing is? I think his KO in that fight was like minus 350, minus 400. That was like minus 1,000.
Yeah, for Shiraz, yeah. Because I remember they didn't have the odds up, but I had said, I think the week prior, whatever the odds are, he's going to get it.
Yeah, I threw that. That was in one of my biggest two-leggers that week. And I'm like, oh, my God, this was a gift.
Yeah.
Like look at, we got Ennis minus 750. And Shiraz was half of that. And that was a gift, man.
Yeah, there was no way he wasn't going to knock out Denny. Because what he did to Ammo was crazy, too. He really beat him up bad.
Yeah, that's when I knew. I'm like, this guy's legit. Legit.
Yeah, he's very, very good. All that being said, we're gonna move right on here to best bets. For me, I'm gonna do the BAM 7-12. You can get plus 105 on FanDuel right now. Like I said, if you guys can sign up, use our link in the description below. FanDuel, bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets. BAM 7-12 plus 105. Danny, where are you liking this weekend for your best bet?
I want to go crazy. I want to say a decision, bro. I really think I know where.
Yeah, my thing is
it's 7-12 for sure. That's plan B. Like if I wasn't playing a decision at that number,
he he was getting hit a lot by like a left hook from Maloney in the fight I was watching, where he wasn't even like blocking it, but Maloney had no power, and he just took it and then he just beat up Maloney.
He's tough, bro. It's gonna be sweaty, like I said. He might get dropped once, but definitely that would be my play too, 7-12. But I gotta take decision. But that's not my best bet. My best bet is Ennis, 5-8. I think it's plus 110 on FanDuel.
Yeah,
not the sexiest number, but I think he gets it done. Another one that might be a little bit sweaty because we talked about it in the first fight. He hurt him early. I think it was around 3 or 4, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's gonna squeak by. I think he gets him out of there like 6-7 rounds. So I'm gonna give out 5-8 for Ennis.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that. I said 1-4. Obviously 5-8's definitely on the table. The only reason why I saw the 1-6 I think is juiced, but yeah.
It's probably the first time we've ever been opposite sides on both fights, but like literally the next prop. Like you're 1-4 on 5-8, and then you're 7-12 on decision.
Yeah, I just the only reason why I said that was the Zoo fight. How I said Zoo was gonna get a knockout because I thought it was gonna be like a firefight. I didn't realize the other guy was just gonna beat the shit out of him because no distance in that fight was like minus 120. I mean, it wasn't like that crazy, and no distance obviously in the BAM fight's like minus 400. So why would you? I don't know. What you bet though makes sense. The plus 300, but if you're gonna bet minus 380 no distance, why not take BAM in his prime win condition? At plus money. Like it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, all that being said. Danny, I'll let you get us out of here. Anything you got for the chat? Comment down below, likes, all that good stuff.
Yeah, smash that like if you haven't subscribed. If you're new, leave a comment with your best bet for boxing this weekend. We got some good matchups. These two
on a nice little run, two wins in a row too.
Yeah, yes sir. And we got Keyshawn Davis too fighting on Friday. That's the top ranked card. So
which seems crazy to me that he's main eventing that card, but
that's his hometown.
Yeah.
So they wanted him to get a hometown. But you know what I say about hometown fights sometimes. And, a lot of people get let down performances and things like that.
Yeah, the line's pretty low.
Lemos ain't no joke.
Yeah.
He fought Hitchison. He almost upset him. Like people thought he won.
Well, he did. Yeah, he won the fight.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's gonna be a good scrap. But yeah, just follow me at Danny Betts, 2 Z's everywhere: IG, TikTok, Twitter, X, my Patreon, same thing. UFC Saturday, of course, with the guys in the stream, giving you the best bets and things like that for every fight. So, smash that like. Let's get it.
Yeah, like Danny said, if you guys could drop a like down below. Comment down below your picks and predictions for this weekend's fights. 2 great fighters, maybe not the best fights, but these are fighters, if you guys are not familiar with, you should get familiar with. They're literally the future of the sport. Boots Ennis and Bam Rodriguez. Will be watching them for a long time coming forward. Tune into Bankroll Blitz. That's on right now. 7-9, dropping all the football picks. Like Danny said, UFC this weekend. UFC Vegas 100. Pratis minus 800 favorite versus Neil Magny, which is, I assume he's going to knock him out, but who knows? And like said, shout Winner Circle in the chat. Winner Circle always here supporting, so shout you, Winner Circle. Well, that being said, we're going to get on out of here, guys. We'll be back next week for Fight of the Year. I think it's Fight of the Year. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. You guys aren't going to want
Katie Tater and Serrano.
And Serrano
Part
too.
2.
Yes. And our guy, Barrios is returning. So, and it's all free, right? Netflix. So
that's weird. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
And actually, I think it's a Friday.
How does that work? Is this going to be on the app? That's it?
Yeah, I think it's on Friday too, which is perfect.
It is on Friday, yeah.
Because the John Jones fight is Saturday, so that works out perfect for this week.
No,
next
John Jones
weekend.
And Stipe, get it right. It's not just John Jones fight.
Stipe.
I'm calling the upset. I'm being biased.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you seen the odds? Have you seen the odds?
I'll be in New Orleans with my boy. I'm telling you now, if Stipe somehow fucking wins that fight, it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be going nuts. But
That's the last fight for both guys, right?
probably
Like,
Stipe. I don't know about Jones.
yeah.
Maybe, but
Yeah. Well, all that being said, you guys got to tune in next week. We're going to talk about all the big fights, ton of fights. Of course, recapping the Boots fight and the Bam fight. So tune in next week. This was an Arc Edition. Main event, Talkin Hands. See you guys next week.